Hey, I just wanted to do a real quick video to just say I am geeking out right now. One of my all-time favorite YouTubers, Jason Weimann, actually reviewed my resume on his channel yesterday. If you're not familiar with Jason, he's got a fantastic channel where he does game dev videos and he hosts the Game Dev Show with people like Jason Story. He has Warped Imagination on there, Andrew from Infinity PBR, Uri. He has other guests occasionally, but he's been doing something. Last week, he reviewed somebody's resume, somebody's game dev resume. And in that video, he said, if you have a resume and you'd like me to take a look at it, send it in. Now, I think I already have a pretty decent resume. I completely rewrote my resume after taking this How to Land a Job in the Game Dev Industry course from Game Dev TV. And so I felt like, I'd already got a pretty decent resume, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to send it to Jason and see if he has any interesting feedback or anything. But lo and behold, if he didn't actually feature my resume in his video yesterday, and I'm just going to play this clip, and I think you'll see why I'm geeking out a little bit today.
Now let's take a look at the senior resume because you're going to notice something very different here. In fact, you probably noticed that the format of this resume is exactly what I just said. It starts with a great summary, senior Unity developer with multiple published games for all desktop platforms, WebGL, and on the Apple Play Store and Google Play. Tells me a lot right there. They can develop games, they've published games, they've gone out to mobile on multiple platforms, they know how to do web stuff, and they're kind of all over the place on their development. They can probably hit anything that I need them to hit. Next, we've got skills and abilities. Highly skilled using Unity, expert in C# with 15 plus years of experience. Great. Mobile game development using C# and Unity on iOS and Android. Kind of called that out again, but just making it very obvious. CI and CD pipelines using Unity Cloud Build. Great. So they know about how to automate things and make it nice and fast so that we're not wasting time doing builds. Azure DevOps, Plastic SCM, and GitHub. That's also perfect because Plastic's what Unity is using. GitHub is what most people are using. And Azure DevOps is one of the most popular options. It's like AWS for anybody that doesn't know, but you probably know that. Multi-user registration using PlayFab. Great, so they know how to do online stuff. REST and web APIs, and they're handling Agile and Scrum. They've got that one on there. That one, of course, doesn't matter too much, but the rest of it is great. I think that having this list of skills is kind of perfect and exactly what I'd be looking for. Next up, you got relevant work experience. So they've got indie game developer for their own company. And here they've got that they designed and developed a 3D space shooter. They designed and developed a 2D Angry Birds clone using hand-drawn art they drew themselves and added increasing challenges, mini games. Pretty cool. Designed and developed and published a Space Fortress game, implemented the CI and CD builds, and set up multi-user authentication using PlayFab. And this is all since May of 2020. So 3 games released on their own as an indie in the last 2 years or 3 years. That's amazing. That is really good and shows a lot of activity and a lot of drive. And then the next part, other experience, senior software engineer working on other C# and .NET stuff. So it sounds like they've got experience doing C# and .NET. And if I scroll down, there's even more on that experience. And they've got their own 3D game development stuff going on too. It seems almost like a perfect resume, other than the fact that there was not a cover letter, because there's not really a good thing to write a cover letter for, because this is an actual position. I loved this resume. I love how succinct it is, how short it is, and how just direct to the point it is. It shows the skills. It would definitely go into my interview pile. I would go, okay, yeah, definitely skilled as a senior Unity developer. Seems good. So look at this. I think this is a great example. I don't have any real negative feedback. If anybody watching in the comments has some thought.
So anyway, I think you can see why I'm geeking out there. So thanks, Jason. If you ever see this video, I really appreciate you reviewing my resume and really super appreciate the positive feedback that you gave me on it. So anyway, thank you all for watching and good luck on your game development journey.